So now I will be talking about my game project. After Go, I am Wang Zixue and my ID is SWE1902121. And my game project is After Go. This game project is actually open world adventure game plus a card combat strategy game. I try to combine these two genres of game together in this game project. So let's see. This is the main menu of my project. We can tap to play the button here. So now I will begin to discover my game. This is the this is the player. We can control the player by using WASD or the up, down, right, arrow key. And we can also dash the player by pressing space and remove. And we can also press the left shift button to like 1. So now here is the NPC in. We will on when we get close to it, it will show a dialogue which said, "Welcome to our world. We have summoned you to defeat the Holy Devil. Please begin your journey." It gives some taste about the background story of the game. Which is the world is invaded by the monsters from another dimension, and the citizen had no choice to summon our player to be the hero and save the world. And now I will show the interfaces. Like at the top left corner, we have our health bar. The red one is the health bar, current health, and the blue one is the current mana. And at the top right corner, we have our current coin. And at the bottom left corner, we have our card collection. When we click the card collection, we will show this panel. This is a card gallery about all the cards we own, the player own. And when we can click the next button to view another page of cards. And at the top, the left-hand side panel, we have our cards. The cards can be divided into cards, which is attack, heal, defense, and another one is like effect. Now I will introduce the basic card features. Like the top left corner, we have a blue color image, which is the mana cost the card will need to be activated. The total mana it needed to activate the card. And at the top, at the bottom, we have the yellow one is the attack, the damage it deals to the enemy. And the red one is the HP it heals the player. So by pressing this button, it will reset the card. It will show all the cards. And by pressing this one we can sort the cards by its cards. Like when we press this one, it will show all the attack cards. We should have an attack here. And when we click this one, and also the when pressing the sorting, we will update the page number because we no need 3 pages to show all the attack cards. And by pressing this, we will show all the defense cards. Attack cards is cards that will deal the damage to the enemy, while the shield will be the shield that will block the enemy's attack. Like if we have 5 shield, it will block 5 damage of the enemy. And the heal card will add the player's HP and activating it. And effect card is more special. It is the combination between either 2 of the above cards. Like for this, the self-rescue it will heal 5 HP and gain 3 shields. Which means it is a heal card plus a shield defense card. And for full counter, it deals 10 damage and recovers 5 HP. It is a attack card plus a heal card. And vampire, it sucks 8 HP from the enemy, which means that we will gain 8 HP while the enemy will lose 8 HP. We will deal 8 damage to the enemy while we will heal ourselves 8 HP. So let's reset the cards. And at the right hand side, we have our mana sorting panel. We can sort the cards by its mana cost. Like when we click the number 1 here, we will sort our cards. It will only show cards that need 1 mana. And when we click 2, it shows two mana cards. 3 cards that only cost 3 mana. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We don't have any cards that need more than 8 mana, so the panel is empty. We can close the panel by clicking the button here. And now let's discover more. When we get close to the jars here, the jars will block and it pop up some surprise here. Each jar will have 30% of giving some, and each jar will pop up different things. Like this one will pop up the add HP. The red one is add HP. The blue one is add mana. And the other part is. Now let's explore a lot of obstacles like the trees here. We will use the obstacle ladder. And the spike, when we say on top of the spike, we will deduct our HP because it deals damage to us. And here is a static monster. Use the obstacles to block their way. They cannot fetch us as we add another way. This monster is a static monster. It will only stay at the place. Only follow the player when it detect it. I go close it. It follow a E. Enter the combat state. So I will go touch it. So now we have see this panel when we encounter with an enemy. So now we have no choice to enter the combat. We have to defeat the enemy before we can continue. It is a turn-based battle system. When we enter the combat system, it will set up the battlefield, and the 3 cards will be automatically drawn from the deck. The deck is generated from our card manager, from our card collection. and it is shuffled so that we don't have the fixed order of cards every time. So now let's try to play a attack card. It deals 12 damage to the enemy, and it's enemy turn. The enemy and the player will have animation when attacking and being attacked. And this static monster will deal 5 damage each turn. And it has 50 health. So now let's try another defense card. You will gain 3 defense shield, 3 shield, and it will block the enemy's damage. Like it should cause 5 damage, but 3 of them is blocked. And let's try the effect card. We will gain 8 HP from the enemy. Our HP is full now, and the enemy is deducting their life. Now let's try to draw a card during our turn. When we draw an extra card, our player turn will directly end. And this is the deck. And another side is the discard pile. All the discarded card and activated card will be head to this pile. And now it's our turn again. Let's try to heal ourselves. Now it attacks us again. Let's do some attack card. Let's activate some attack card. Let's use this one. Now we have 3 mana, but if you want to activate a card with 4, we are unable to use the card because we have not enough mana to activate it. And we have 5 hand cards now. If I want to draw a card from the deck, I am unable to draw the card because my hand cards are full now. If I want to discard a card, like I don't want this card anymore, it will go to the discard pile, and my turn will end. Now let's kill the enemy. And deal 3 damage. The enemy died, and we won the game. This panel will show up, and we can choose to go back to the game, which means we will return to the adventure mode. Now we are in the combat mode, and or choose to return to the menu. If you return the menu, it will reset the entire game, which means our progress in the game will be ended. And if we quit the game, it will end the application. It will also reset the game. So let's go back to game adventure. Let's try the portal. If you go to the portal, it will send us to another location. It's the vendor shop. Then chest. We can add the menu. Why our HP detector? Because it hasn't updated the UI when we return to this scene. Only when we gain we update the UI, it will show the previous health before we enter the combat mode. So let's go open the shop. The new card is currently not available, so let's try to add some HP. As you can see, our HP added 1. Because this is an open world game, so the map is extremely big. It is hard to demonstrate all during this demonstration. But so let's try to directly avoid some fight the enemy by going to the obstacles. There are some towers. It also adds the obstacles. Here is the blue region where there should be a monster somewhere. Here is a portal. Let's try go to the portal. It's directly sent us to the blue region. The blue region is more dangerous because the monster here is deal more damage and has higher HP. The blue region is the region that is already occupied by the invaders. The enemies here will be more hard to deal with. And this is another vendor shop. Let's try to get. Here is the boss of the enemy. We have encountered an enemy, so we have no choice to enter the combat. You know who is attacking and approaching us. So let's try to deal with the enemy. This enemy is more dangerous because it has higher HP, as you can see here. Now let's deal some damage. And you can see that his damage is more higher than the previous one, like double of it, because it's 10. It deals 10 damage each turn. So let's use damage again. If I wanted to discard this card, here we go to the discard pile. Now let's gain some HP. Attack. Gain some shield. The shield will be appear here. And it will be used when it is used to block the enemy's attack. So let's gain some shield again. We don't have any attack card. Here, attack card. Heal. Shield. Punch. Gain some shield again. I would like to try to let the enemy defeat me. The game over panel will show up and the enemy kills the player. And we can choose to go back to the main menu or quit the application. So now I will quit the application. Now I will show the overview of my game, the map. As you can see that the map is very big. We have lots of places we haven't discovered, haven't explored. Like this monster is the wander monster. It will wander between this certain area, and it can look through the obstacles. So it's more dangerous than the previous one. I mean the first enemy we encounter. And the red tree region have an enemy here. It's a patrol monster. It will patrol within this area. The monster is more easier to be avoided by using the obstacles because it only patrol within this area. And here there is another monster here because it is more closer to the blue region, so this enemy is more difficult to defeat. It deals 8 HP and each turn and have higher. It deals 8 damage each turn and have higher HP. So I think that's all for me. So thanks.